Hello, welcome. My name's Phil. I'm founder of Fill the Gap Coaching. Have I just made that up here right now? That could work. Nah. So this week I hadn't planned on filming a training update, but well, not a video, but something changed in the week, and what happened has changed things a little bit, and what I'll do moving forward, really. So we'll start with swimming. So last week I had my first lake swim of the year, and well, it didn't feel terrible or wasn't worried. And as for the bike, I rode clipped in, Mallory Park closed circuit racetrack. No problems. Did go out for a ride on the Sunday as well, and clipped in and fell off. But the biggest achievement was with running. So earlier in the year I joined the running channel's Pledge a 5k PB, and I'd been getting close towards the end of last year of going under half an hour, so I pledged a time of 29:59. I was ultimately unsuccessful despite 3 different attempts. One was even on a running track to try and get under. But I want to take you back over 2.5 years ago to when I was working abroad in South Africa, and a somewhat nearby park run began with the letter Z. And so I decided to take on a reverse alphabet park run challenge. Sort of every letter of the alphabet. There's no X, you can't do that, so it's going to be 25 different park runs, beginning with a different letter each one. Start with Z, then one beginning Y. And fast forward to last year, when I think it was November, I did park run in Loughborough, in a place called Dishley. So their park run's called Dishley Loughborough. So I wasn't going to count the one I'd done at Dallas Burston Polo Club or Daventry, because they weren't going to be in order, so I had to do another one. So I went across to Loughborough, which meant were park runs beginning with the letter C, B and A. I think I did Coventry last year as part of that though. So I left B, and I did one at Babs Mill, and I ran with a 30-minute pacer. He's also got his YouTube channel but wasn't recording for that run. His channel is Little Adventure Time, and that just left me with A. I headed over to Leicester where I was born and did the Abbey Park. That begins ABB. You can't get much earlier in the alphabet than that. And I didn't hold out much hope, because the news at the start line was that a nearby park run had been cancelled, wasn't running, so there were a lot of extra people there. That was another realisation. I was not going to be quick. I was not going to get a time starting with 29 something, and I didn't. Despite following an idea of running for 3 minutes, like quite hard, and then have a 30 seconds recovery jog, I was unable to finish in 29 minutes, like I said, because I actually smashed it, and I finished in 28:38. Consistency with training, it just clicked. My body was just, it's a result of the adaptations. And it wouldn't be me without some kind of a semi-disaster at least though. And the day after that I went out on the roads on my triathlon bike, clipped in, first time in I don't know how long, and yeah, that's when I fell off. I fell off as I went to start off, and I don't know how or why it happened, so I can't really understand that, but I had a real bee in my bonnet as well, quite literally. One flew into the vents in my helmet. And I was set for another outdoor swim. The weather was a threat of lightning, so that was going to be cancelled. So I've no lake swim session this week, although better news was on Monday, so I just went out and ran 10k. So I was going to do my usual group run, which is about a 5k run. I did about 3 and a bit before, 2 after, just to to 10k, and then because of last night's swim being cancelled, and with the run group here, the swimming pool just there, so I've booked to go in there. But the biggest gain has got to be my confidence, and so far staying injury free. And I've just realised it's only 3 and a bit weeks until my triathlon, pretty much almost the Olympic distance. The swim's just slightly shorter, so it's a T50, 1,000 metre swim, 39 kilometre bike ride, 10k run.
3, 2,